young fans and followers alike. Hope you're all well. Well, I guess you probably know what I'm going to say now, and you're probably right. Yes, I apologise that it has been a while since I've made my last video, but you all know NintendoGBR always comes through. So whenever I make a video, you know it's a special video. Okay, so I just wanted to make this little video for you today. It's nothing spectacular, but it was a cool little find, or what some people on the internet call cool pickups from charity shops. It was really strange that I'd come across this today because I'd just come back from London. So I'm heading back and I walked past a charity shop, and all of a sudden in the window I spied what looked to be Gameboy Advance. Now I'll show you what I saw in the window. It was kind of this, all kind of together like that, and like this, kind of like that. And I was like, what is that? I mean, I couldn't tell. You never know with this stuff. So I thought I'll go in and have a look. Now the price is on it. I don't know if you can see this. I'll bring it closer to the camera. But it was £25. And then beneath it, it says 50p, which is quite confusing. But £25. So I had no idea what this was. Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, I have no idea. I used to keep my Game Boy games in a case like this many moons ago. But I never had a Game Boy Advance case. So anyway, instruction booklets. I didn't understand why there were two, and then I realised it was probably for the different European markets. That's in, like, I believe is German and French and Italian, and then you've got English, German maybe here, or French on this one. But yeah, so Game Boy Advance. So what was in these boxes, or these cases? So this was the one I went to first. So I'll show you. Sorry about that. So in this compartment we had a kind of like the crystal transparent Game Boy Advance, in fairly good condition. There was a rechargeable battery pack in the back which I took out and just put some batteries in to test it because it was completely dead. But overall, other than a couple of minor scuffs and knocks, it was in quite good condition. So I've just got to give this a little clean up, but just to show that it works. But it's annoying that this has no backlight, but I'm sure I can find someone to mod it for me. But yeah, all good. So, one working GBA, I know to the right person, £15, £20 if I'm lucky. But, you know, £25, they probably got the pricing just about right. So, then I venture into the games, into this compartment here. What was in it? And then, as I can show you here, wow, a treasure trove. Or maybe not. Some treasures, but some kind of crappy games. So I'll get them out the bag, put them all in front of the camera for a minute so you can have a look. So I'm guessing that this was probably somebody who was my kind of age, who was probably born in the 80s and had all this stuff, and judging by teeth marks in this specific game, I would say that he had a younger brother or sister, and they also peeled the stickers off, because I feel like this person was a Nintendo fan like me, but they had a younger brother or sister that bit their games to death. So let's have a look. What did we get in there? Now, I was quite surprised by the games. You're not going to make a lot of money out of this, but there's one or two little gems in here. So let's have a quick look what were in the bag. Can't really moan really. So first and foremost, we have got Wave Race for the Game Boy, and let's not forget the Game Boy Advance could play Game Boy games as well, so hence why there was lots of Game Boy games. Wave Race, not a very good game, but maybe it's worth throwing on the floor. Sorry about that, but yeah, I know it's not a very good game, not one that I wanted. Next game, it is called, bear with me, Race Days. 2 full games on 1 cartridge. Ooh, I've never heard of this. I'll give this a go later. I'm not expecting fireworks. And it was also your Game Link series. If anyone remembers the Game Link series, when you connected your Game Boys up and played together. I never did that. Now, this game, I had to do a bit of research, and you'll see how I did that research in a little while, is Lamborghini Challenge. Again, not games that I would own. So this person at this stage had no taste in games. Then we have tennis. Yeah. So he obviously had some of the earlier ones. These were kind of really early Game Boy games. Then we have Road Rash. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to move that, and I think I'm going to put that there. Now we have Super RC Pro-Am. Yeah, I know. £25. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Well, it was, I think. We have a copy of the original Super Mario Land, although I do have a nice boxed copy of this game. So this is just nice to have a spare. Then we had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan. I used to have this game. I used to love this game. It's probably not going to be anywhere near as good as I remember it, but that was a nice surprise, I must say. What isn't going to be a very good surprise is UEFA 2000. Unless any of you know different, I don't know how good this game was, but it is a transparent cartridge, so I don't know what was special about it. So if you know, let me know. Okay, so then we have the Game & Watch Gallery series, and I think if I look really closely, it says Super Game Boy Game Pack. Now the Super Game Boy was on the Super Nintendo. I've got one on the GameCube. And then another nice surprise was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Back from the Sewers. And this was a game I had and I really enjoyed it. And there's a little sticker on this at the top. It says DA. So I'm going to guess that maybe his person's name was Dan or Daniel or somebody else beginning with DA. So then got some actual GBA games. You got Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3, which was a nice little touch. Total Soccer 2002, which is probably going to be worth the bin. I'd say the most all of these games are worth the bin at the front, and this one, maybe this one. And Caesar's Palace. So this guy was obviously a bit of a gambling nut. So those were the games, and I really think, to be fair, 25 quid for all of that isn't so bad. You think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If you're talking a quid a game, it's 14 quid. Plus the system itself, 11 quid for a Game Boy Advance if you're saying a pound a game. But I think the Turtle games are quite nice finds. I don't know how rare they are. I'll have to have a little look later on. So the last thing was in this pack. I mean, I don't know if you can kind of hold out for what's inside this, because I was quite excited upon opening this. It was, okay, I build it up a little bit. It was instruction manuals, but you know what? Instruction manuals, I like the case though. I quite like this case. This is going to be the case that I use. I apologise, go back. The instruction manuals for some of these games aren't always in great condition, and some of them are hard to get. I know when I've put game packs together before, I've tried to buy these separately, so that might be something I do. So what we got were Wave Race. I was so pleased that this was in there. Fall of the Foot Clan. Really nice, and these are in really good condition. Road Rash. Alleyway. I don't believe that Alleyway. Oh, hold on, what's this hiding? Oh no. Alleyway, as far as I know, is not in here, which is a shame. But I have the unless it's the Game & Watch. I don't think it is. So no Alleyway. We have no Super Mario Land 2, 2 golden coins. 6 golden coins, I apologise. We have Tennis. We have Lamborghini Challenge. That's how I did my homework. We have Total Soccer 2002. We have the Race Days 2-in-1. We have one of those blue things. And we have Mario Kart Super Circuit. So yeah, some of these were nice little finds. I don't really know if any of them are worth much on their own. I very much doubt they are. But I'm really pleased about that one. That brought back some real memories. Look at that. Who remembers those kind of dodgy pictures of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the late 80s, early 90s? Me! But really glad about that. So, what do you think of my little find? I paid £25 for it. It's a working Game Boy Advance. Some games are okay. It's a shame that it's not the backlit modded one, but I can only have dreamed if someone had foresight to have done that. But what we have here appears to be somebody's Game Boy Advance from the the mid to late 1990s. I think that's when it came out. I'm trying to think myself. And their Game Boy games from probably like the late 80s. So this is probably someone's collection, and their mum and dad had a clear out, and this is what's happened. And I tell you what, there was lots of Pokemon cards in the store, and there was somebody after those as well. So if you was a Pokemon fan, you probably would have a good old rummage, but I'm not really interested. But yes, so I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks very much. Bye.